Good morning, boys and girls. I am very sorry that I'm not able to be with you for a live lesson today, but I have prepared this lesson for you, and I would love to see you give it your all. Watch the video, practice your techniques, do the best you can, and then upload it to Flipgrid. There's a link in Google Classroom. It'll bring you directly to where you can show me your artwork using Flipgrid. And I will be looking at every single one, and I can't wait to see what you do today. So give it your all, do your very best, even though I'm not with you, and I can't wait to see them later.
So today's learning goal is I can create a value change by applying pressure to a pencil. The first question we need to ask is, what is value? Well, when you're talking about a color like blue, it's the lightness or darkness of a color. So as you can see, this woman is looking at 4 pictures of different shades of blue. The value gets lighter as you go to the left and darker as you go to the right. So when you're talking about paint, when you add white to a color like blue, it gets lighter and lighter. But when you're coloring like these children are, or like using a pencil like you are going to be today, you're going to change the amount of pressure you add to your pencil in order to make your pencil marks darker or lighter. So at this time, you'll need your art book and a pencil.
So have your turkey page open and have your pencil, and we're going to try to make the right hand turkeys look just like the left hand turkeys. So we have to be really careful and pay attention to what values we're looking at, how light or dark each segment of the turkey is. So this first section I'm going to color as lightly, I'm going to shade as lightly as possible to make a light value. So you're not going to be pressing very hard with your pencil. You're going to press very, very lightly to make a lighter shade. Now for the next row of feathers, it's the darkest value possible. So we need to press very hard to get a dark value on the middle row of feathers. So you should be doing this with me right now, and if you need to pause the video, that's fine. You can always press play or rewind if needed. So the next value is very similar, if not the same, as the first value we created. So once again, we need to go back to pressing lightly to shade our third set of feathers. Notice the body I left white because there's not really any value in the body of the turkey on this first turkey. All right, I think that looks pretty good. So let's take a look at this next turkey. What values do you notice? Are they light? Are they medium? Are they dark? I think we have a little bit of each. So we're gonna do a kind of a medium value on the head and body this time. It's not white like the first one or the last one. There is a shade. Being careful to stay in the lines. You can always use an eraser if you go out of the lines a little bit. I'm trying to shade nice and evenly to make an even coat of value. The next value is very dark, the darkest one. So we need to press harder. We need to apply a stronger pressure. The middle row of feathers I'm going to leave alone. It looks like it's pretty much white. It's the lightest value. It's just white. So I'm going to leave that middle set alone. I'm going to go back and make this a little bit darker. Doesn't feel like it's quite dark enough yet. Sometimes you need to go back into your values to adjust things. And right now I'm adjusting it to make it a slightly darker tone, so that it makes that body of the turkey stand out even more. I think that's a little bit closer to the one on the left. So now we need to go out to we're skipping that middle row, and we're going to go out to the outer set of feathers and make it, once again, that darker tone, the darker value. As dark as possible, pressing hard with your pencil, going back over it once or twice. Once in a while, you might need to take a little break and stretch your fingers out. When you're shading, you are working your hand really hard because you're pressing hard down with your pencil, and you might need to take a little stretch. So if you need to do that like I did, go for it. I just noticed that in the first turkey, the beak was shaded. And in the last turkey, the beak is shaded. So don't forget to do that too. So the final turkey, we're gonna start with the darkest set of feathers on the inside. His body is white again. But I'm applying them as much pressure as possible to make that dark shade in the first set of feathers. Now, like the second turkey, the second row of feathers is also just going to be left white. We don't really need to work very hard for that. So we're going to skip right to the outer set of feathers, which is more of a medium tone, medium shade. So we're going to apply medium pressure to our pencil in order to get that value. So far, it's looking a lot like the one on the left. So boys and girls, when you finish this, what I want you to do is go back to Google Classroom and click on the Flipgrid link. It will take you to Flipgrid, where you will make me a video showing me your finished turkey shades and give me one glow and one grow, something that went really well, that you did well, and something that you could improve. I hope you had fun, and I'll see you next class.